Hello, my name is Eduardo Rivera, and I'll be doing an analysis on Buy Now, the shopping conspiracy. I picked Buy Now, the shopping conspiracy because I know how easy online shopping can become part of your routine. The documentary focuses on how companies design that speed on purpose and how the consequences do not end with your purchase. The central thesis is that modern shopping removes critical thinking from the shopping decisions, while corporations keeps environmental damage hidden from you. One thing I really like about the documentary is how well it organizes the message. It breaks the argument into five clear parts. First, sell more. During Sell More, we learn how platforms remove any obstacles that might interfere you with shopping. The system is built to turn a small I want to into quick I will get it. You think you're in control? Well, think again. In Control More, the documentary shows us how platforms demand your attention. Recommendations, targeted ads, and bright pop-ups, they make it way easier to spend more than you think. Have you ever thought what happens to the items that are being replaced? Well, the answer quite logically is simple. More buying leads to more production, more packaging, and obviously more trash. Remember I asked what happens to the items that are being replaced? They become waste. And all of that overproduction, overconsumption, replacing your electronics constantly, all of that extra packaging, they all add up. But companies are not going to tell you that. So what's next? They lie to you. And now, let me ask you a question. Do you trust them? I give you a second to answer. If your answer was yes, you are not the only one. Often, shoppers trust businesses more than any expert or any other big social institutions. For example, Coca-Cola pushes recycling as a solution, but the reality is that recycling never really gets recycled. And this actually has a name. It's called greenwashing. And it happens when companies act eco-friendly without doing enough to the matter. But we still have an answer. Where does the waste go? Let me spoil it for you. Companies hide it. Have you ever heard of Ghana? No? Well, let me tell you about it. Ghana has a population of 30 million people. And guess what? About 15 million pieces of second-hand clothing and electronics are coming in each week. And yes, you guessed it right. It's all waste from across the planet. Companies take advantage of weaker economies to avoid what proper disposal will cost. And by now, I hope you see that that quick purchase did more than harm your bank account. And if you haven't noticed, the documentary uses logos as a clear structure of cause and effect. It's quite logic that companies want you to quickly buy so you don't have time to use your critical thinking skills. That way, you won't take in consideration what happens to the products that you're about to replace. The documentary also focuses on ethos. It relies on insiders and people tied to major companies, so the claims are coming from reliable sources. But why does this matter? This documentary leaves you with a practical takeaway. If you slow the buying process, you take some control back, as well as you are helping the environment. If you have any questions, please reach out. For my reference, I use Buy Now, The Shopping Conspiracy, available on Netflix. Thank you for listening. Bye.